Best Tactical Smartwatches 2023. Smartwatches are now extremely versatile and powerful tools, with the very best options able to track exercise, monitor advanced health metrics, and provide a handy second screen to a smartphone. We've thoroughly tested and reviewed every major smartwatch on the market here at Wearable, ranging from the latest Apple Watch and Samsung smartwatch models. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro may not be perfect, but it is the best watch for those with an Android phone. It offers up a fairly nondescript design, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like with the Apple Watch, Samsung is sticking with a relatively similar formula in both design and features for its 2022 flagship model. The headline feature of this smartwatch is the improved battery life. It's comfortably better than a lot of options on this list, giving you a good few days of use before needing to return to the charger. It's not all plain sailing, though. While sports tracking and health monitoring are genuinely impressive for the most part, there are still the odd niggles, and not much has really been improved on since the Galaxy Watch 4 lineup. This is still a great smartwatch for Android users, though. The only other thing to be aware of is the price. This is expensive, and we think plenty with Android phones would also be better served with the less expensive standard model. Number 2. Garmin Venu 2 Plus. Of course, Garmin has tons of pricier and more feature-packed devices in its stable, but these models are more what we would consider sports watches. The Venu 2 Plus, meanwhile, is a true smartwatch, and one that's just as suitable in the office as it is on a hike. It certainly has its downsides, value being one, and relatively clunky software being another. While it's rich with sports modes, each is far less advanced than you'd find on the company's sports watches, with basic metrics and analysis only. But there's no getting away from the fact that this is a rounded fitness and health tracking experience, and one that unlocks the door to the very rich world of Garmin Connect. For those who don't feel like Garmin's more premium watches are the right fit, and also don't like the look of the Apple Watch or Galaxy Watch lineup. Number 3. Google Pixel Watch. Google Smartwatch debuts a real mix of highs and lows, but we think it has value. Even if it isn't necessarily the best device for most Android users, it's arguably the best looking, too, providing a unisex design that's ideal for small and medium wrists. Disappointingly, only a singular 41 case option is available here, however, which means it may be a tad small for those with larger wrists. But, for a change, women are better served here than dudes. But no one will be satisfied by the weak battery life that, unless you turn off features such as the always-on display, will need topping up before 24 hours is up. Still, for its frailties, the Fitbit integration here is superb, and a great fit for those who want some of the most intuitive tracking on the market. With Fitbit, you get easy-to-understand breakdowns of exercise sessions, helpful information regarding heart rate zones and health metrics, and, the best feature, Fitbit sleep tracking. It's some of the most accurate we've tested, and it's all presented cleanly within the Fitbit app. During testing, we found some mild issues with the Pixel Watch's heart tracking accuracy, with it being a little shy of creeping into the peak heart rate zone, but the rest of the time, it's a great sensor that powers the experience. If you approach the Pixel Watch with the battery life caveat in mind, there's certainly a way to make it work for you. Number 4. Fitbit Versa 4. If the Pixel Watch isn't for you, and it won't be, for example, if you have an iPhone, the Versa 4 is the device we currently rate as Fitbit's best smartwatch. With an excellent 6 days of battery life, a very reasonable price tag, and a compact design that now features a side button once again, it's a much better pick, in our view, than the flagship Fitbit Sense 2. Like the Pixel Watch, a lot of the device's strengths revolve around the Fitbit tracking experience, something that includes brilliant sleep tracking, helpful heart data, and even a health metrics dashboard, giving you access to metrics like breathing rate and heart rate variability. The health insights stop short of what's available on the Sense 2, meaning there's no ECG. But the Versa 4 will still handily scan for irregular heart rate events through the PPG sensor. It's improving as a smartwatch, too, with things like Google Wallet and Google Maps support now live. But it is also true that all of Fitbit's models now feel second-rate as smartwatches, particularly compared to the Mighty Wear OS 3 on the Pixel Watch. Namely, there are no apps or music support, and watch faces can feel a little clunky and slow to use. Number 5. Amazfit GTS 4. The Amazfit GTS 4 is a recent addition here, and one we think just edges out the Huawei Watch GT3 from 2021 as the best watch at this price point. It represents a great step up from true budget devices like the BIP 3 Pro, below while still not requiring you to meet the lofty asking prices of devices detailed above. And Amazfit gives you plenty for your money here, particularly in the fitness tracking department. There are advanced metrics for workouts like running, as well as premium features like dual-band GPS that manage to match our premium Garmin sports watch during testing. The battery life is a real triumph, too, giving you around 4 or 5 days with that bright, beautiful AMOLED display set to always on. If you want to go longer, the GTS4 can join you, turning always on sees it live away from the charger for roughly 3-4 weeks. As you would expect, it's not all good, though. We found some fairly inconsistent heart rate tracking in the higher zones, and the third-party app experience is non-existent. Number 6. Amazfit Bip 3 Pro. Amazfit is still the leader at the entry-level price point, and, based on our testing, we believe the Bip 3 Pro represents the best balance between affordability and features. Indeed, there's now incredible competition in this area, but this is a smartwatch that covers the basics about as well as any of them, and also doesn't look too bad when doing so. Sure, the design isn't anything to get too worked up over, but it's also comfortable to wear no matter how big your wrists are. The Bip 3 Pro, like all cheaper smartwatches, does require a bit of forgiveness, as the tracking accuracy just simply isn't that accurate or useful. However, we still think this is a useful option for those who want to get started with a smartwatch and track the odd bit of exercise. Number 7. Suunto Traverse Alpha GPS Outdoor Watch. The Suunto Traverse Alpha is one of the best tactical smartwatches to buy in 2022. It is also the best military watch with GPS, as it has very good GPS support. It features all the necessary sensors including GPS and altimeter and can be easily used as a navigation device. It can connect to GLONASS and GPS constellation, which help in pinpointing exact location, thus making it the best GPS military watch. Suunto Traverse Alpha is built like a bull with water-resistant straps and a stainless steel bezel that protects the display from cracking under pressure. Moreover, it supports MGRS, which is used by special native forces while sharing exact coordinates of their location. Overall, it is the best military-grade smartwatch for 2023 that you wouldn't regret buying at all. Number 8. Garmin Tactix Delta Premium GPS Smartwatch. The Garmin Tactix Delta is also a renowned name in the list of the best tactical smartwatches to buy in 2022. This smartwatch means business and is equipped with almost all the possible sensors that are necessary from a military smartwatch standpoint. It sports a dark color theme that seamlessly blends in with most environments. Garmin Tactix Delta has built-in GPS and also supports the GLONASS and Galileo navigation systems. On top of that, Garmin Tactix Delta is the best tactical smartwatch to buy in 2022 because it can replenish its battery using solar charging. Thus, the Garmin Tactix Delta is a perfect substitute for any obsolete tracker that you purchased a while back.